from getting sick, dude. That saves you from getting sick.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's a good idea. But then I got my wife, too, who's around all the frickin' kids. She's around all day. So I get, like, double whammy. But, yeah, I build up my immune system before the wintertime gets here, I guess.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, same thing. Not really for me, COVID. I don't even remember, really. I got sick, like, once or twice, but it wasn't COVID at all. But, like, my old job, when you're stuck on the bus with all the kids, it's like you build up your immunity pretty damn good, you know, like, so, like, I'd go a whole year without being sick, and then once we all came back to school, bam, you know, everyone's all back in germs-infested bus.
So when you're the bus driver, let me get my oscilloscope up here on. Come on. There you go. When you're the bus driver, were they in the back of the back of the bus being like, "Hail to the bus driver, bus driver, bus driver, hail to the bus driver, man."
Only if they could talk. I drove special needs, the short bus.
Oh, fuck. You better wear a face shield, dude. Some of those kids get upset real quick.
Oh, dude, I know that for a fact. Oh, dude, they'll just spit for no reason. Oh, it's gross, dude. It's horrible. But, yeah, it's what we'll have to deal with. But, oh, well. But you know what? Really, your immunity would get built up pretty darn good. Because, seriously, like, even through, like, the cold season and stuff, flu season, wouldn't even touch me until we all took our break and then come back. And then it's like, oh, everyone's, like, been at home, not around any germs.
Yeah, that'll happen, definitely. Well, whatever happened to that? You're not going back over there to do that job?
Yeah, probably at the first of the year. After the first, probably.
I'm telling you, dude, you need to just forget all that stuff and go get a job where I work and make fucking over $100,000 a year and be done with it.
I should look into it, man. I'm just freaking, it wouldn't bother me to drive down to Turlock. It's where I grew up anyways. My car's not the best in fuel, but that don't matter if I'm making that kind of money. I just don't know what I'd do over there. I don't know what kind of qualifications.
All you need is good health, a pulse, and a fucking vehicle that drives, dude.
Sign me up. I got all that.
Yeah, so you'd probably be working in the butter department. Unless you want more freedom, then you'd go work in receiving, where you just kind of hook up trucks and pump the milk out of it and clean silos. Well, you just hook up jumpers and the silos clean themselves. If you work in the butter room, you just kind of manage a butter machine that runs itself, and you'll get enough overtime where you'll make $100K, dude, easy.
Sounds good to me. I still have a buddy who works for the Foster Farms here in Modesto doing the same thing with milk. He runs a milk machine. All he has to do is just make sure the shit's running. Oh, shit.
Don't.
Foxo got that information. Man, it's horrible.
I heard a lot of Italians are moving over and doing it now, too.
Wouldn't surprise me. Man, if they're for some fresh off the boat Italians, yeah, they got to find a job doing something. And that's like, they'll take anybody over there. I mean, take anybody.
Yeah, that falls in Turlock, dude. Oh, man, I got to figure out how to clean this shit. That Foster Farms in Turlock, they got turned in like 2-3 times in 1 year for salmonella, dude. Popping off right there. That went off a lander.
That's what he likes. How he likes it. Oh, yeah, 410. And I heard stories about the one in Delhi or Livingston just full of roaches. The chicken plant just roach infested.
The chicken at $1 for a piece. You could buy KFC for $1 a piece of chicken when that was happening. So that's a bunghole.
Sounds like a prime time to go to KFC right there, dude. Hey, have you seen how much KFC charges for a bucket of fucking chicken right now, dude? It went from the cheapest amazing meal, dude, to like, oh, fuck, dude, let's just go to a sit-down restaurant.
I haven't been to KFC in a while. I've been to Popeyes, and for a freaking box that's like 5 tenders, fuck, it's like, what, $15?
Dinner for that much.
Or some shit. Like, get out of here.
Dude, you can buy a whole fucking chicken for $4.99 at fucking Costco cooked. Oh, fucking KFC is ridiculous, man.
Also,
Are you talking about Mexican food there? That bought chicken from Costco, that rotisserie chicken there? And I forget what happened, but it was on the news here about 3 or 4 months ago where they had, I don't know, person got really sick or something or died from it or whatever the hell. I forget what the hell happened, but it was from Costco, the rotisserie chicken, yeah.
ain't nobody perfect, man. Ain't nobody perfect. Somebody's gonna cook something bad eventually, or at least somebody's gonna have a weak gut and call it in. I'd still go back there and buy 10 more rotisserie 10 more rotisserie chickens from them, man, for the deal, and they normally do a bang job on it.
Man, they sell fucking, you know how many of them fuckers they sell? If you go in there, man, that fucking place is always full, or you got a fucking line of them fuckers waiting, right? They sell a lot of them fucking things. I wonder what state that was in.
Pumping them out, man. You know what else is good from Costco? They make like the chicken street taco pack. You buy it for like $15. That's pretty good too.
Yeah, probably, but I was like, man, they got that,
Oh, damn, I'm sure that was a train wreck.
way away from you. You have to walk over to it to see it, but man, they get the chickens on there, man. They go around and round and round and round. Oh, man. Good food. Cowboy chicken. Texas. Dallas.
Chicken in the morning, chicken in the evening, chicken for supper time. When chicken's on the table, you can have chicken every time.
Man, if they had a place that had a drive-through where you could order, this place just did nothing but chicken and ribs and French fried potatoes. You know, something else maybe, but somebody that just specialized in that and gave you killer deals along with it. That place is the kind of shit we need. Not one of these fucking restaurants that's got a menu as long as your fucking leg, you know, and none of it's all that great. But a restaurant that just specialized in chicken and ribs and drive-through, pick up a fucking vat of chicken and ribs and potatoes and go on home and feed all the chitlins. Potato wedges, what you talking about? Potato wedges there. Well, you gotta have some mac and cheese in there, and you gotta have potato salad in there for sure. Yeah, probably mashed potatoes too, but potato salad, like homemade potato salad there, mac and cheese, and yeah, put me off the side. No, bloomin' onions, chicken ribs, bloomin' onions, and wet potato wedges. That's a fucking killer right there. The bloomin' onions, you know, like you pick up at the fair. Those fucking things, when you cook them things, they draw people in from tomorrow. You guys are making me hungry, man. I gotta go in the house and eat some store-bought pizza, man. Come on now, give me a break. Oh, me and a piece, I mean.
Can't go wrong with pizza, no matter where it come from. As long as you put it in the oven, not the microwave. That just ruins it all.
You put it in the oven there, and I also got a toaster. You put it in the oven toaster to warm it back up.
Hey, so Tin Man, when you gonna open up that restaurant?
Oh man, I don't know. There's some kind of crap, some kind of a goddamn hope. I don't know what the thing is, but I haven't seen a new restaurant start in this county in fucking 20 years. There's a casino. They're the main draw around here anymore. Now you gotta try my ribs, man. My ribs, my little baby backs I make, my baby backs are delicious, mouth-watering. I mean, just straight up the, you know, doesn't take much to really make them that way, you know. And then my tri-tip, you know, my tri-tip is off the hook. I take tri-tip, I take 4 tri-tips up to Clear Lake for a wedding party thing, and they're like, you made these? I'm like, yeah. What'd you do? I'm like, I ain't gonna tell you because it was too simple to even, I'm not gonna even, I'm not gonna go there, but my baby back and my enchiladas, man,
they're off the chicken enchiladas I make are off the hook. Those are my three, hamburgers are the last one there. I'm kind of burned out on my hamburgers, but they're good too. But I make a real hamburger. I don't make a little fucking toy McDonald's hamburger. I make a nice, good patty there. When it shovels up there, it's still nice and good and juicy there. Oh yeah, but yeah, I am. My ribs, I'm real proud of my ribs. They come out really nice. Yeah, I tried a lot of different ways, and the way I do them, they come out the best.
All right, you guys all heard it. Tin Man, One Eye, JT. We're all going to 2 Inches house tomorrow for his world famous ribs. We just got to bring beer.
I won't be here. I got a party to go to tomorrow.
You guys, we're all going to the party with 2 Inch, and thanks 2 Inch for inviting us.
I did ribs for a party one time, but the problem was I couldn't focus enough on the ribs really, so we had several people cooking the ribs, and it was good, but it wasn't like my best ribs. It was definitely lower than my best rib. But my best ribs are like four racks of ribs I could do no problem. Once you get over 4 racks, it's a lot more complicated. It's a lot more time. But 4 racks I can do easily, and they come out good. I've never had anybody complain about the ribs, ever. I make them different ways. I make them spicy. I make them not spicy, So, they're good, man. They're fucking mouth-watering. I mean, they're mouth-watering.
So, do you boil your ribs first, or you just cook them for a long time, low temperature?
With, man, it's not too much of this, not too much of that. You use apple and cherry or hickory, whatever. Those are your other choices, but almond wood is like a nice subtle wood. I go out to the almond orchard here, I get the branches of almonds, the almond limbs cut off, and I cut them up myself, and I use those, give the flavoring in it. I only use probably 10 to 20 minutes of smoke, but it's just enough to where it puts the ribs right there in the best.
You can't go wrong with the almond wood, and especially it's like,
I take them out of the oven, onto the grill, and I grill them for probably around 30 minutes, probably, something like that. And I flip them, and I smoke them when I'm doing that. And at the end is when the barbecue sauce goes on, at the very end, last 5 minutes at the end, that's what I do.
Sounds about right. I know I do that whenever I can. I normally use barbecue sauce. I use Sweet Baby Ray's. I don't know. I just go that way. I don't know if that's the right way, but I love Sweet Baby Ray's, the original.
Control the temperature, because I don't have a grill like you got, I got a big smoker, but it's not the grill like you got. Mine, they got to add whatever I want to add to it myself, But they came out pretty decent, It's just you can't control it as good. I can't guarantee it's going to come out the same way every time.
And nothing wrong with that, though. That kind of makes you more involved in it and enjoy the process. It's what probably makes it hard to do when you're in a party.
And a party is hard because you're making a lot of ribs, man. I made ribs for a party one time. I don't know how many racks of ribs we got. I had Spooner out there cooking. I had myself cooking. I think, who else was here cooking there? I'm not even sure. There was a lot of people cooking, man. It was a lot, and it was hard to really contain the flavor and the taste and the way it falls apart in your hand and you eat it, the way the texture is. But I like the grill because the grill takes the fat off. The oven cooks them good and makes them tender, but the grill takes the fat off, takes all the fat you don't want to eat off. It kind of makes it, you got to use a grill,
I don't know. Everybody has their own way of doing it, but I love my ribs. I love them, but I don't eat a lot of them, but I love them. But I love my enchiladas. I love those. Those things are fucking. I took those to a party one time, and they're like, "You're fired." What? My wife's fired. What do you mean she's fired? She can't make enchiladas like this. What's so hard about my ex-wife would make me enchiladas one time a year on my birthday. One time a year. My new wife would make it twice a year. And I said to myself, you know what? I like enchiladas. I gotta be able to make them more than twice a year. So I learned how to make them. I make them myself. And I make them probably 10 times a year, roughly,
Hey, and enchiladas, you can make almost the day before and then set it in the oven right before you need to cook it and just bring it out, dude, and it's fucking amazing every single time. You can't go wrong with enchiladas, especially if you know how to do it. It's going to be a party hit. And little maintenance.
Exactly. You get to really be stupid to fuck up enchiladas. Hey, I fucked up ice one time, all right?
Dun 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 dun. Ice, baby.
Well, what I learned how to do is tamales, tamales is secret tamales. I know how to do everything but the seasoning right. And that's the big ticket with tamales. I can't even boil water. What the fuck? Like a burrito with Al Pastor. The seasoning is the whole ticket with Al Pastor.
He said boil water.
If you do Al Pastor is not shredded pork. Al Pastor is cut up chunks of pork. It looks like it's fried, it looks like. But the biggest ticket is don't have a lot of fat in it. You gotta trim your fat. That's the problem with my enchiladas. When I do my chicken and my enchiladas, I don't put a lot of fat. I don't put any dark meat in there. If the meat looks like shit, it goes aside. I don't put no veins. I don't put all that stuff I put aside. The cats get that shit. My enchiladas have meat, good clean meat, no gristles, no fat, and I use just chicken thighs, on my enchiladas. But the same thing goes for Al Pastor, having a good meat, no fatty chunks. You bite into a burrito, Al Pastor burrito or Al Pastor taco, and you get a piece of fat. Oh, what the fuck's this, Nobody wants that. I don't want that. And I don't want to say I made that, And then the next thing with Al Pastor, you don't want sweet, Al Pastor should not taste sweet. A lot of these taco trucks are sweet. That's why I get to drive myself. I drive 15 minutes from my shop for lunch. If I want to get a burrito, I go 15 minutes away, and I get a burrito, and I eat there, and I come back, because I don't want sweet. This truck I buy from, I know it don't taste sweet. It's cooked Al Pastor the way it's supposed to be cooked, and it's seasoned the way it should be seasoned. And I'm not buying a burrito that's barbecue burrito. Barbecue sauce is kind of sweet, I ain't buying that. I want a fucking burrito. I want a real burrito that tastes good, And I have a hard time finding a good taco truck that has good Al Pastor. The way what I do is I buy a taco. I buy like 3 tacos. You give me 3 Al Pastor tacos. I try that out. If it tastes sweet, I ain't buying no fucking burrito there ever.
Hey, you let me know where the sweet ones are, and we'll go fucking kick that taco truck's ass, dude. Tell them to fucking make it bitter.
It's hard to find a good taco truck, man. It really is. I mean, a lot of people don't know it. I was back in Nebraska, right? They told me this restaurant I went to, that's the best restaurant that we got here. I was like, really? I went there today for lunch. Fuck. What'd you get? I go, well, I ordered this and this. Oh, no. You gotta order the burrito. So I went back the next time I was back there a year later. and I ordered what they told me to order. So I'm like, this is good food? You guys in Nebraska don't know what the fuck good food is. Man, if you guys ever made a chicken and a rib house that was specialized in the chickens and the ribs, you could have it and so there was no leftovers. You wouldn't have the problem of having, if you cook too many chickens that day and have waste, or too many ribs and have waste. No. You take the chickens and you make chicken enchiladas, and you take the ribs and you make pulled pork, and you make chicken enchiladas or pork enchiladas with that shit. No fucking waste. That's like pulled pork, right? Pulled pork. You know what that is, right? Yeah, it's just real stringy shit, and you can put it on anything. It's good if you make it the right way. If you make it the wrong way, it's not good. The wrong way is it's all oily, it's all fucking, it's just disgusting. You eat that shit, it's like eating fucking pig fat. You know, that's the wrong way. A lot of people do
I like pig fat.
in a fucking crock pot, they think that's going to make it all good. That's the wrong way. No, I'm thinking the leftover rib meat, that's pretty much cooked off. You know, you could chunk that stuff up, and just about that would make no leftovers, you know. There you wouldn't have a problem of having a rack of ribs left over, because, you know, you could make into that fucking enchiladas tomorrow. Just slap it in the cooler and strip that shit for tomorrow, enchilada. Well, man, damn, I wish I knew somebody that had a restaurant.
You have me at pulled pork enchiladas, dude. I just imagine an enchilada with hella cheese and all this kind of stuff with a sweet, tangy fucking pulled pork barbecue on the side of it in a well-balanced manner. You have me right there at pulled pork enchiladas.
That does sound pretty darn good, actually.
You're like 20 pounds here tonight.
What? 20 libras?
Brisket, you know. If you
Yeah.
mix the brisket good, that is good. I mean, brisket versus tri-tip. Brisket can be, damn, my ankle's off. Brisket can be so good, you know. I've had good tri-tip. I make tri-tip. But I've also had brisket that, like, this brisket, I would never want to eat tri-tip again, because this brisket is so fucking good. Why would I eat tri-tip when I'm going to eat brisket, you know? I've never, ever cooked a brisket before. I've never done that. That's one of my things I want to do. I want to do a brisket, because I mean, like, man, it's just off the hook.
If you go to Texas, they don't even mess around with tri-tip. It's all brisket out there.
What was that? The brisket's
In Texas, I'm talking over a Tin Man probably.
cook it that makes it so good. You know, the brisket and even tri-tip, tri-tip was both, years ago, it used to be really dirt cheap, years ago. And then they started, you know, doing this and doing that, and the price started going up. You know, they found it, oh, this could be a delicacy. Oh, yeah, you know, it's a delicacy, you know. Well, it's weird how things work out. I never fucked with tri-tip till I moved up here. You really want to know the truth?
I've always heard tri-tip is a California thing.
Not 10-4, it sure is.
They'd only just get that fucking part of the meat and grind it up in the hamburger.
Probably, or they make steaks out of it. I know Texas, it's all brisket.
Well, tri-tip is, I don't even know. I can't even get a straight answer, but it is 3 parts of the meat, and then they normally use that meat in different ways.
It's
Yeah, I think it's a shitty cut of meat myself. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. That's the shit you find at the fucking fair all the time, you know. It's definitely something that's better if you cook it and you slice it thinly.
Go to Harbor Freight.
All the meat, I don't care what kind of
Okay, I'll wait.
chicken, whether it's tri-tip I never buy one that's already seasoned, you know. The only thing meat I buy that's seasoned already, that's got a season in it, is a pork tenderloin. I'll buy that seasoned. But any other meat, I won't buy seasoned. I never buy seasoned tri-tip or seasoned ribs or seasoned whatever the fuck. I don't buy that shit, you know. But I will buy seasoned chicken. I won't buy. You know, chicken that's been seasoned already. No, I already know if they season the chicken there. It comes out the pieces there and season the chicken there for tacos or whatever the hell. You know, this fucking chicken's fucking 10 years old. I don't want that shit, you know. Tenderloin, I'll buy that season. I will buy that, you know. That's the only way I will buy it. I won't buy a plain tenderloin. I did that one time. I'll never do it again. But yeah, everybody has their own thing. They all have their own thing, you know. But pork butt, I'll buy that, and I'll season it myself, and I'll put it on, cut it up there and use it for shish kebabs, you know. That's pretty good. 10-year-old chicken. Man, what would that be, like the King Rooster or a fucking Eagle Scout?
No, they don't sound good though. Anything chicken that's aged, I just feel like you have to learn that because I worked in the food testing industry for fucking 25 years now, and anytime they season anything, it's just a preservative to start that shelf life so it could last a little bit longer because it's already old.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Keep that shit from growing on it.
8 months a year, I've been trying to buy the pasture-raised chicken there that I've been trying to buy. It's supposed to be a little bit better. I don't know if it is or not, but that's what I've been buying. Chicken that says pasture-raised chicken there versus, regular chicken there. You know, that's what I've been buying. Man, I think that's a scam.
I like my chickens raised in cages, dude. I don't want them to fucking move 2 inches. Sorry, no pun intended. I just want them to be like veal chicken, you know?
Tortured chickens taste better.
Buying that free-range shit, it's like 3 times as expensive.
I kind of look at that kind of stuff as a gimmick because if you eat, I don't know very much organic food. It's all by definition, dude. It's all by definition with percentages and everything. So you think you're eating a fucking carrot that grew up in your yard with no pesticides, but it's really just specifically saying you can't use this specific pesticide, and if you use this other one, you can only use 40% of it. You know, like it's all percentages. It isn't really even organic. It's not any of that. It's just following the guidelines to the loosest fashion.
You know one thing I've never seen? Organic pork.
Cheese. They don't take much to say it's real cheese. You go to the store and buy some cheese, whatever kind of cheese you're trying to buy, and you want real cheese, what it says is real cheese, you know. What it takes to make those standards of real cheese is amazing. What it really takes to make that standard.
I tell you what, I don't really fuck around with nothing organic because you can't really tell the difference. Well, a lot of shit. But one thing you can tell the difference is, you know, Costco, they sell this spaghetti, you know. And it's organic spaghetti. It's like $12 for that shit. It's kind of expensive. Yeah, it's kind of expensive. I think it's a little bit over $12. But I keep buying it because it's actually a fucking difference, you know? It's actually pretty fucking good, man. I can't believe that shit.
You talking about just the noodles one,
Yeah.
Yeah, because most everything is like semolina or some wheat shit. That's probably something different.
Yeah, it's authentic Italian. I have to go in there and look, but it's actually fucking different, man. It's not that same old spaghetti shit. Now, I tell you what, spaghetti's like one of my favorite shit. It's the one thing I'll consistently fuck up for, but I tell you what, man, them fucking noodles are fucking great. They're expensive, man, but they're pretty fucking good.
I hear you. It's probably made with like real eggs and real milk, real butter, all that shit. Like the real shit instead of just wheat.
Yeah, I think it's wheat and all that shit. I have to look and see, but yeah, I get amazed by that shit every time I cook it.
And they make it with love at Costco. They make it with love.
Man, Costco, I haven't really got a miss from Costco, except for like the chicken bakes. When you buy them at home and try to make them, they're not good.
I don't know if they make it with love, but I tell you what, you know, I probably walked by that shit for years, you know, because it's like you look at that shit, man, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe, I don't know, I want to say like 6 or 8 pounds, but it's like $13, you know what I mean? So it's pretty expensive. You look at that shit and it's like, man, I ain't gonna pay that fucking shit for that. Then one day I was lazy, I didn't want to fucking go nowhere else, so I just bought it anyway, and I've been buying that shit ever since. Yeah, some of Costco's products are pretty fucking good. Some of them are really fucking good. Yeah, well that particular spaghetti is fucking amazing, I gotta tell you. I mean, yeah, that shit's outrageous. I done got to the point now I won't fucking even buy that other shit no more. It's that much of a fucking difference.